The entertainment world is abuzz with a heartwarming and surprising revelation. Jungkook of BTS and Lisa Manobin of Blackpink share a special childhood connection. A trusted source has revealed that their bond didn't begin with professional collaborations on the music stage. It actually began when they were children, according to an exclusive interview with a former international dance coach. Now residing in Thailand, Lisa and Jungkook first met during an international children's dance workshop in Bangkok when they were around 10 years old. Even then, both displayed remarkable talent in dancing and singing, and they were often paired together in practice sessions due to their similar energy and spirit. I still remember those two kids. Lisa was always cheerful and Jungkook was very shy, but when they danced together, all eyes were on them. Even back then, we all said, they're going to be huge stars someday. The coach recalled with a smile after the workshop ended. Lisa returned to Thailand and Jungkook went back to South Korea. Still, they kept in touch through email and short video messages, which were quite limited back then. In a past interview that has recently gone viral, Lisa once said, "I had a little friend from Korea who always said he wanted to be a famous singer. We used to share videos of our dance practice. Eventually, Lisa auditioned for Y Entertainment, and Jungkook joined Big Hit Fate slowly began to weave its magic. Although they were under different agencies, their paths seemed to run parallel by the time Blackpink debuted. In 2016, BTS was already on the rise, and soon enough, both would become global K-pop icons behind the cameras. However, many staff members who worked with them claim to have witnessed subtle interactions between the two during award shows and music festivals. Lisa and Jungkook have this unique body language. They don't speak publicly often, but they share knowing smiles and nods like old friends who understand each other without words. Said a producer from Net Asian Music Awards more than a decade later, they are now recognized not only as some of the most influential K-pop stars in the world, but also as inspirations to millions of young people, symbols of hard work, dreams, and sincere friendship. In recent events, such as Lisa's solo international album release and Jungkook's global mixtape launch, fans noticed subtle signs of mutual support, purple heart emojis, and meaningful short messages shared on social media. Some netizens pointed out that in Lisa's 2023 personal documentary, there's a short clip of children dancing in a Bangkok studio. And one blurred-out voice strongly resembled Jungkook's. Speculation grew stronger when old footage of Jungkook's dance practice leaked online, showing the same studio setting as in Lisa's documentary. The rumors of their bond gained even more attention when in early 2025, both appeared at the Bulgari Global Gala in Milan. Though seated at separate tables, fans captured moments of warm, nostalgic greetings exchanged between them. Army Blink, a fan of both idols, tweeted, "If they really were childhood friends who grew up to become the brightest stars in the world, it's like a real-life Disney movie." To date, neither HYB nor Y has confirmed any personal relationship between them, but many believe that's exactly what makes their story so special. It's not about romance rumors or media gimmicks. It's about a story that grew in silence, grounded in pure friendship, dreams, and dedication. Bangkok 2007, in a small, hot and cramped dance studio. Two children stood awkwardly across from each other. Lisa, a little girl from Buram with pigtails, watched the Korean boy who had just arrived that day. His name was Jungkook. He didn't speak much, just held his water bottle and small backpack eyes focused on the instructor. He's from Korea on summer break but joined dance class. Lisa whispered to her friend. The instructor pointed at the two of them. "You two be partners. Repeat the choreography from the top 3 times." Lisa stepped forward, rolling up her sleeves. Jungkook nodded silently and stood beside her. The music played, their tiny bodies moved gracefully. Not perfectly, but there was an odd harmony between them. Lisa's energetic movements blended with Jungkook's natural precision. The coach froze. Other kids stared for the first time in a while. The studio fell silent after practice. Lisa handed Jungkook a tissue. "Tired, huh? But you're really good, Jungkook." Gave a small smile. "You too," that day, without knowing it was the beginning of something far greater than just a sweaty summer dance class. After the workshop ended, Jungkook returned to Korea. Lisa still using her full name. Lisa continued training as usual, but a seed of friendship had been planted. They began emailing, sometimes just 3 lines, sometimes video clips of them dancing in their rooms. "I'm learning a move from Usher. Do you like it? I performed at school today. Jungkook, when can we dance together again?" Time passed and their worlds changed. Jungkook was accepted as a big hit trainee. Lisa joined WG and moved to Korea. Quietly, they kept watching each other not through daily chats but through screens. Lisa watched Jungkook's dance covers. Jungkook quietly downloaded fan cams of Lisa onto his laptop. On Lisa's 15th birthday, she received an email with no name in the sender field. "Happy birthday, you said you liked leather bracelets, bought one in my dong, send it to your agency? Hope you like it." Lisa quietly held the bracelet that night. She knew who it was. From Point 2016, Blackpink debuted with Bombaya. BTS was soaring with fire, the world began to pay attention to the new K-pop wave. And amidst the spotlight, two kids from that tiny Bangkok studio began their destined journeys. The 2016 Mama Awards marked their first public reunion. Cameras didn't catch it, but backstage Lisa and Jungkook exchanged glances and smiles. "It's been a while," whispered Lisa. "And you've gotten even better," Jungkook replied. They stood silently in the hallway, surrounded by their managers. Not many words were spoken, but they knew what was happening. Wasn't just coincidence. It was the next step in a promise made in childhood to become the best. They rarely appeared together officially, but observant fans started noticing subtle patterns in an Endofear collaboration stage. Lisa wore an old leather bracelet that looked identical to the one from her documentary. Jungkook was occasionally seen in hoodies from obscure Thai brands, ones Lisa was known to favor when BTS performed in Bangkok. Lisa reportedly attended as a VIP in disguise when Blackpink held a show in Seoul. Someone from the BTS team allegedly sent a special flower bouquet. What kept them grounded was maturity. They were no longer kids dancing in a tiny studio, but global icons. They knew the world was watching. They couldn't be reckless yet. When Lisa released her solo track, Money, Jungkook posted an Instagram story with the caption, "She dances like the girl from Bangkok I met long ago. Armies and blinks went wild." Many realized it wasn't just an ordinary compliment, but they respected the boundary. They knew this bond was too special for public consumption. Early 2025, Bulgari hosted a glamorous global gala in Milan. Lisa was the main star. The fashion world couldn't stop talking about her, but fans were stunned when Jungkook made an unexpected appearance. As a special guest, though seated apart, cameras captured a warm, nostalgic glance shared between them. A few hours after the event, Lisa posted a photo of the full moon with the caption, "Bangkok 2007. I remember Jungkook followed with a photo of a dark studio wooden floor and a pair of children's shoes in the corner. His caption, "Just one emoji, full moon fans," finally came to a conclusion. Whatever their relationship was, it was real deep and built on respect. Years have passed, but their story hasn't faded. The world knows they come from different agencies, backgrounds, and genres, but one thing unites them: a dream. The dream of two kids who danced together in a hot city called Bangkok and promised to become great someday. Today, Lisa and Jungkook are global icons. Not just K-pop stars, they are cultural ambassadors, Asian representatives on the world stage, and symbols of childhood dreams that came true in a recent Netflix special documentary. Jungkook sat on a bench looking at the camera. "You know, the world is small. I met someone when I was little. We both dreamed of becoming the best now. Sometimes when I stand on a big stage, I know she's somewhere in the corner watching. Too, it feels like I'm back in that small studio in a separate interview." Lisa laughed when asked if she still dances like a little girl, if the music fits. Yes, especially if it's Jungkook singing epilogue behind the stage. They're still there, they be never publicly declared love, nor denied anything. But they show up for each other in quiet ways. Only they understand no need for hugs in front of cameras or engagement rings for Jungkook and Lisa. A look backstage, a smile, and one meaningful song are enough to remind them that everything began with a childhood dream. And that dream is still alive, shining brightly under the global spotlight. Let me know if you'd like this edited into a video script, short story format, or even turned into a documentary-style narration.